And we continue our Celtics Spotlight series with a sophomore from the Celtics cross-country team, Rachel Jones. Rachel, thank you for taking the time to do this.
Thank you.
First question I have for you is you competed in your home course at Shenley Park for the Carnegie Mellon Invite. How did you evaluate your performance in that race?
So overall, I was pretty happy with the performance. The course is somewhat like a bowl, so you go down in the beginning and then you have to come back up, and I think as far as the uphill, I can work on that, but other than those little tweaks, I think I'll be prepared for conference.
Does that mean that you're a qualified bull rider as well then?
No.
Okay. So the women's team came in 12th in that team competition. How did you guys fare compared to your expectations in that regard?
I wasn't quite sure what to expect. It was my first time running the Carnegie Mellon Invite. I was pretty proud of our team. I believe everyone gave it an honest effort and they tried their best, and that's all you can really ask.
Did you set any individual goals and any team goals for this season as a whole?
So basically team goals, just to have a positive team environment, build each other up and give it your best effort. As long as you are continuing to put in the work every day, that's all you can really want.
And how about from the individual side?
As an individual, I would like to see my times improve, mostly just staying healthy and remaining positive.
How have you improved from last year as a freshman to this year now a sophomore?
As an individual, I think I'm just a little bit better prepared for practices, and I had a better training season over the summer, so that definitely helped building up a base. And I think overall, I would say just endurance is a lot stronger.
You spoke about wanting to set a personal best time. What is your current best time and when did that occur?
So I set my personal best time last year at conference. It was a flat course in Kentucky, and that was 21:52.
Do you feel as though that's the time you can top this year?
Yeah, because on a hilly course, I came pretty close to that last meet.
When I did the season preview for the men's and women's cross country, the real focus seemed to be on staying healthy. In that regard, what have you tried to do to make sure you do make it through this season unscathed?
Just making sure if something doesn't feel right, you're going to the trainers, you're telling them, icing if anything is sore, heating if you need that, just making sure you take care of yourself.
Associate head coach Mike McLaughlin is new to Carlow University, first year guiding this cross-country program. How has that transition been?
It's been great. A lot more positive this year. I look forward to practice. It's a great environment, and overall it's a lot less stressful.
Well, you speak about practice, and obviously there's a lot of exercises and training techniques to get ready for a race. What is your favorite and your least favorite exercise?
My favorite would probably be the long runs that we have on the weekend. We'll go out for like a 10-mile run or so, and it's just really great. You get to go explore Pittsburgh a little bit. It's kind of interesting where you can find all these little spots when you're on your runs. My least favorite would definitely be speed. I'm not a very fast person. I'm more on the endurance side.
So aside from Shenley Park, what is your favorite college course?
I really like Lock Haven.
Because it's flat.
Yeah, definitely.
What led to your decision to attend Carlow University?
I really like their perfusion program, and there aren't a whole lot of schools that have that in the nation, so that was one thing that drew me here. And then I found out about the cross-country team, and it was something I was interested in.
So what is your major, and what would you like to have for an ideal profession?
I'm the bioperfusion major, so you'll eventually become a perfusionist.
I don't even know what that is, I'm not going to lie, but it sounds very impressive. What is the most difficult college class you've taken so far, Carlo?
Probably my anatomy class. It's also one of my favorites, though, just because it's very challenging and it's really interesting to learn about.
So you attended West Green High School. You were a former Pioneer. What was your fondest high school memory?
Probably getting into cross country. I'd never heard of the sport until 10th grade, and my track coach told me to try to run cross country, and here I am.
You mentioned how you enjoy the longer runs, getting to see the scenic areas of Pittsburgh. Have you ever come across anything that was really notable, any wildlife or something that stood out during one of your runs?
There's something every day that I really enjoy. I like to run near the bridges to look out over the water. You can go through downtown and see the city. It's just wherever you want to go.
So much about being in great shape for cross country is the diet. If I were to say you can only have one food for the rest of your life, though, what would you select?
I think I would have to go with chicken Alfredo. That is by far my favorite.
You don't think you'd get sick of it?
Maybe a little bit, but it is what it is.
Okay, we'll do another hypothetical here for the final question. You wake up tomorrow morning, you have $1 million in your possession. What's the first thing that you're going to do?
I'm probably going to call up a really reliable bank and put it in the bank so I can get interest on top of the $1 million and then distribute it somehow with good causes.
Including people who have interviewed you in the past.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right, that is Rachel Jones of the cross country team, a sophomore for Carlow here on the Celtics Spotlight.